My. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm Dr. Lawrence D. Smith, and I'm hosting Our Voice. Our Voice is a opportunity where we can advocate the grassroots perspective and needs of individuals at the local level. We're at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Tuesdays on WVSW Radio, the number one internet station. So today's show is how to foster empathy in a relationship. So we're going to talk about that because we're on our series talking about the characteristics and the traits of a healthy relationship. I am Dr. Lawrence D. Smith, excited to be here before you. Thank several people that's joined. I'm going to give you a wave. And I'm going to say this is Kayla, is it Kai Smiles _360 _photo _booth _NJ. Tony Breaker, member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated in the great state of Illinois and Chicago. Steve Stevens joining us. Thank you so much for taking time to be here. We have several other people. I want to give a shout out to our media. Thank you. We have Amos. Thank you so much. SMA Photography. Thank you so much for taking the time for being here. That many other Carl Lee. Thank you, Carl, for taking time. Carl Simmons. Thank you for doing it. Pauline Simpson. Thank you for taking time to be here as well. We have that awesome show planned for the day. In the show, we'll focus on relationship. We want you to be a part of the show by calling into our chat line, which you can advocate your thoughts. And you call in, or the chat line is 347-857-4192. Press 1. I'll make sure I get you online by identifying the last 4 digits of your cell. Ask for your location. You can chat with Dr. Lawrence D. Smith as we talk about how to foster empathy in a relationship. We also have available for you to go to the web link so you can hear the show. That's www.blogtalkradio.com/WVSW Internet Talk Radio. We have live broadcasts on 6 devices. We have airing on Facebook.com, Big O Live, TikTok Live, and you can use this handle to connect with us. That's at Dr. Diaberto Smith. In other words, Dr. L. Diaberto Smith. You also can check us out on Instagram. You can go to Z Squad Greenville 1981. We're partners with the members of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Zeta Phi Sigma chapter of Greenville, Alabama. Thank you so much, my brothers. And YouTube, that's the Smithway Enterprises 50180. WVSW Radio, the number one internet station, have listeners and watchers in 45 countries on 6 continents. So we want to make sure we get the word out. It's interactive. This platform allows you to share your point of view and be a part of this as well, especially focus on the title of our show, How to Foster Empathy in a Relationship. We also ask you to register for WVSW Radio giveaways. We give away hotel stays that we take care of the price of the hotel stay, 3 nights, 4 days, or 5 nights, 6 days, and those raffle hotel stay can be international or domestic. We also have gift cards, gas vouchers, food vouchers, along with movie passes, car wash, books. One of the latest books that we have purchased is Coming Out of the Storm. This is From Brokenness to Wellness or Wholeness. This is what you want to read. It is by Cherie Barnes O'Fair. Cherie is a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated in Alpha Zeta chapter in Montgomery, Alabama. So we want to make sure if you want to receive this book or be a part of the raffle where you may win the book, we'll make sure you send your name to lorenza.dsmith15@gmail.com. That's LORENZA D as in David, SMITH 15@gmail.com. Also, if you send your name, we're asking you to send a means of transaction. And the reason why, because we send out love offerings, varies from $5 to $100. So what we need for you to do when you send your name to register for our giveaway, make sure you put these 4 means of transaction or one of the 4 beside your name. That's Cash App or PayPal or Venmo or Zelle. Send it again to LorenzaDSmith15@gmail.com. We ask you to sow a seed of $1. Support what we're doing by, sending a like. When you send a like, send $1. You can send that dollar to WVSW radio station at Cash App, $ Lorenza D. Smith. And wherever you may be, if you could buy a badge, $1, or you can buy a heart, or you can purchase something that gives you an opportunity to be able to focus on what you're doing and how you can support what we're doing. Let me cancel this request that's coming here. Truly, our title is important because we are on a series, and we started off 3 weeks ago talking about relationship characteristics and traits. And we're asking you to chime in on it. Today we're talking about empathy. What do empathy mean to you? Are you seeing empathy as a strength or a weakness? Is it important to the success of a relationship? And we're going to talk about why we believe it's important, not only just for a relationship, but just for you to operate and have a successful, impactful life. We want you to really, really focus on how to foster empathy in a relationship. Let me give a shout out to our first sponsor, which is Bye Bye Belly Fat. A member of, matter of fact, the book that just published, let's have available. Cherie Barnes is also a personal consultant for Bye Bye Belly Fat. I'm going to say because Cherie, at one time she got sick. And once she got sick, she gained a whole lot of weight, way up over 300 pounds. She told the story because she'd been on here. And she was able to find a way to get herself back because she was not able to walk. When they had to learn how to walk again, a lot of things were going on, but she lost from 300 plus pounds to now 180 using Bye Bye Belly Fat. See how it could work for you.
Getting frustrated, and you've tried everything to get rid of stubborn weight and belly fat. I understand. Help is here. I'm extremely excited. I found out about Bye Bye Belly. Let's talk today. Blessings. Minister Sherelle Shea Barnes Moser, personal consultant. The world's site to contact her is byebyebelly.com/Sherelle Barnes Moser. Or email her at 912-409-5474. The email is SherelleSpeak89@AOL.com. Check out. She'll make it do what it do.
We give a shout out to Sherelle Barnes Moser as a personal consultant for Bye Bye Belly Fat. If you want to connect with her, go to Facebook, type in Sherelle Barnes, or you can say Barnes, and you'll get an opportunity to connect with her, DM her, let her know you want to know about Bye Bye Belly, and you will get an opportunity to get that information, as well as ask about a book. The book is entitled Coming Out of the Storm, From Brokenness to Wholeness. Sherelle Barnes O'Fair. Let's move forth and talk about how to foster empathy in a relationship. We always have to start off with, what does relationship empathy mean? What does it mean to you? I want to think about that. What does it mean to me, empathy? How do I define empathy? See, relationship empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings, thoughts, and experience of another person. So it's important that you say you have friends and you can feel when they're not, they're really hurting. They got some things on their mind. They experience something that is very challenging. You have empathy for them. See, it's more than just sympathy, which is acknowledging someone's emotion. See, we always tie in sympathy with empathy. See, sympathy is acknowledging the emotional moments of people going through. But you do that from a distance. See, empathy allows you to be close. See, empathy is all about selfless instead of selfish. See, you're too busy to be there so you can call and say, well, I'm sorry to hear that, or my condolence to you, instead of having the empathy to be in the presence of those individuals. In a relationship, you are in presence of another person. So you need to understand the empathy part of this, understanding and sharing feelings and thoughts, as well as experience. See, empathy allows people to see things from another's perspective. You see it from your friend perspective. You see it from your family perspective. You see it from the employee or employer or co-worker perspective. So you got a better understanding of it. See, you immerse me, put yourself in their perspective. What if this was happening to me? It's one thing I do talk about with a lot of people, especially personally, not personally. I say, if you do something to someone, would you want them to do it to you? That meaning taking yourself out of the place of selfishness and putting yourself in the other person's place of selfless. So everything is all about looking at other individuals' perspective and saying, do I want someone to do it to me? Empathy is all about a connection with individuals and others' deeper emotional level. See, that when we talk about emotion, see, a lot of time I hear the content people talk about, well, that certain genders handle emotion better than others, show emotion more better than others. But when you understand emotions, what you require when you're dealing with empathy is to be able to feel what that person is feeling. Think, in a sense, what that person is thinking. Knowing the experience that that person went through, if it was me, how would I have? See, empathy can lead people to feeling concern for another person's well-being. You want to know their physical well-being, if you want to know if they're emotionally well, spiritually, mentally, financially, socially, and psychological. Those well-being are be important to you. So you look at and feel that in the, can I feel what they're feeling? That's an emotion. You can do it, which may lead to a feeling of this personal distress. Wow, that's bad that happened to that person. But I'm gonna be there to support them. See, that's when your selflessness comes in. I'm gonna be there to support them. I'm gonna lift them up best I can. They see what's going on. See, a lot of times individuals, and I'm looking at a challenge here, asking me to retry, that we don't see other people in our places. That's why it's easy for some of us to do things to others because we lack empathy for each other. And see, if you lack empathy for someone else, you don't have empathy for yourself. So the people who empathize with each other, they can reduce others' personal distress as well as their own. When you empathize with people, you can deal with things a lot better. We'll give a shout out to our next sponsor, and that's it's important that I get kind of moving around. I had an earlier show, so I want to kind of change it up just a little bit. We're on Mary Ruth's Restaurant in Georgiana, Alabama. We want to give them a shout out. They're doing an awesome job. They're making it happen. Mary Ruth's Restaurant in Georgiana, Alabama.
Looking for home cooked food in a family-friendly environment? Well, look no further than Mary Ruth's. Mary Ruth's Restaurant, located at 261 State Highway 106 in beautiful Georgiana, Alabama. Food in a family-friendly environment. Mary Ruth's Restaurant offers home-cooked breakfast. All the fixings, you name it, they've got it. And not just home-cooked breakfast. Home-cooked breakfast, lunch, and dinner items. Mary Ruth's Restaurant specializes in a meat and 3 vegetables meal. And meat and 3. Also, home-cooked hamburgers, Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, and much more. Seafood restaurant has seafood Fridays, barbecue Saturdays, and it's all cooked and made from scratch, including the desserts and so much more. 261 West State Highway 106 in Georgia. Mary Ruth's Restaurant. Call today, 334-362-4032. That's 334-362-4032. Mary Ruth's Restaurant. Home-cooked meals, family-friendly environment, great food. You can ask for more in a restaurant. Mary Ruth's Restaurant in Georgiana. Breakfast from 7 a.m. until 10 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Lunch from 11 until 2. And dinner from 5 until 9. Barbecue Saturdays begin at 11 a.m. and last until 9. Mary Ruth's Restaurant in Georgiana. Home-cooked food with a family-friendly environment. Come on,
Give a shout out to Cole's, a Mary Ruth Restaurant located in Georgiana, Alabama. That's 261 State Highway 106 West. That's Brother Marvin Lala Smith, remember Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, and Sarah Katrina, Pastor Katrina Roper Smith, remember Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Give a shout out to my youngest biological sister. That's Wendy Yvette. She's joining us. Thank you so much, sis. She's not only my biological sister, she's also my sister in the blue and white family. She's a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. So give a shout out to my sister, my blood, my family. Thank you so much for supporting what we're doing. If you want to contact Marvin and Katrina, you can go to Facebook, type in Marvin Smith or Katrina Roper Smith. Their number is 334-549-0950. That's Mary Ruth's Restaurant, the best Southern cooking in South Central Alabama. Why is empathy important? It is important because of 2 reasons. It allows us to understand and feel what our partner is going through deep. See, we go to the deepest level. It allows us to understand and feel what our partners are going through at the deepest level. The second reason why empathy is important in a relationship is to help us to build strong connections with your partner, your mate. See, empathizing with a partner or with our partners makes us better equipped to handle conflict, support, and show love. It's also important that we understand empathy is an important skill in a successful relationship because it allows people to understand and share each other's feelings, which can build strong connection, resolve conflict, increase relationship satisfaction. Empathy also builds trust, honesty, and openness in a relationship. Empathy can help people respond with greater compassion and support when they understand their partner's challenges and struggles. And lastly, empathy can be an effective component of communication, and it can help people prepare shortcuts for communicating with one another. That is so important. So empathy is really important because you need to be trustworthy. You need to be honest. You need to be open. You have to be compassionate. You have to be supportive, encouraging. You have to be able to communicate this to each other. Let me give a shout out to our next sponsor, and that will be TriStat LLC, Mr. William Scott. Thank you, Mr. Scott, for supporting what we're doing. Sometimes we couldn't do it without you because you helped us so much with our hotel stays, making sure we are getting the opportunity to do that. And I thank you so much, Mr. William Scott, for doing what you're doing. This is TriStat LLC.
TriStat LLC is your business. We provide specialized business and management consulting services. TriStat LLC meets your consulting needs in the industry of engineering, accounting, research, and management service sector. Contact Mr. William Scott at 334-320-5438 or 334-526-0228.
That's Mr. William Scott, TriStat LLC, the consulting firm that meets your consulting needs. They can work with you when you've been already awarded a grant, help you administrate, put your final analysis together, do research, working with you, provide a master plan, a report to give to those grantors. Mr. William Scott, give them a call at 334-320-5438. Or go to Facebook, type in William Scott, or go to, if you remember, Instagram. That's William Scott as well. Thank you, Mr. Scott, and your team for supporting what we're doing here. What are examples of empathy in a relationship? See, the first example is affective or emotional sympathy, showing your affection toward that person. Showing your feelings, because emotions is all about your feeling. Some people need hugs. Some people need kind words. Some people just need you to go do something that they're not able to do when they're going through these challenges in time. See, affected and emotional empathy is the ability to feel what others are feeling. So you know, people quickly say, "I know what you're going through." They really don't know what you're going through, but they have a sense of what they went through, or they just want to be empathetic to you. See, if you, for example, if your spouse is stressed and sad, you might mirror those emotions. See, because he's going through something. They're sad. They're quiet. They're stressed because there's a lot on them at the job, a lot on them at home, financially, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. See, if for example, if it's a friend, and that friend is jovial and upbeat, then you may find yourself grinning, as their happiness seems contagious. So if a person is stressed and sad, you're going to mirror that. If a person is jovial and upbeat, you're going to have a grin on your face. You're going to feel that as well. Even though they're going through some emotional challenges, even though they're going through a sense of empathy in their relationship. See, there are some ways to show empathy. Do you have a clear understanding of how to show empathy? We want you to be a part of the show by calling in. The call-in number is 347-857-4192. Press 1. I'll make sure I get you on the line by identifying the last 4 digits of your cell. Ask for your location, then we can chat. I'm Dr. Lord D. Smith. Our show today is Our Voice, which is speaking from a grassroots perspective, so individuals can be actually heard through the grassroots perspective, talking about the home, bringing things into play. It's one of those days we got 2 shows, we tried something. I want you to keep in mind that you can be a part of this show. You call in, or you can listen to the show on the web link. That's www.blogtalkradio.com/WVSW Internet Talk Radio. Or you can use one of the handles for these live broadcasts. If you're checking out Facebook, Big O Live, and TikTok, you can use the handle of DRL Diablo Smith, Dr. L. Diablo Smith. Using Instagram, we're part of our signal chapter in Greenville, Alabama, Z Squad, Greenville, 1981, or YouTube. We want you to subscribe. I need you to send up some likes too. If you're on here and I know you enjoying, been here, stepped on, step off, send some likes on. If you're newly joined, I need you to send some likes regardless of what broadcast, social media broadcast that you're on, the network, send up a like. Truly thank you. If you want to subscribe to YouTube, you can. That's the Smithway Enterprises 5018. As we move forward, the show is the ways to show empathy, and these are some great places to start. Become curious about people you don't know. Empathetic people are people who are curious about those around them. Focus on similarities than differences. Put yourself in someone else's shoes. There's a song, Anthony Hamilton said, so you don't know what I'm going through because you haven't walked in my shoes. Listen, but also share. Allow your active listening skills to come into play when you're showing empathy for other people. Don't just be talking, because they need to get this out of them. And they know you're listening when you are not running your mouth. Then you can share your thoughts if they're available to hear at this time. It might not be the time to share your thoughts. Connect with a social action movement, something that's making a move. For example, voters registration now, income tax, volunteers. Do some things that shows your empathy as well. Get creative with it, with empathy. Be crazy. These are places to start and get yourself going so you can be successful. Let's give a shout out to our next sponsor, Soap Gems by Jackson and Grace. Thank you so much, Jennifer Jackson, and your team for doing what you're doing.
If you want to purchase some of the best soap and perfume scents in South Central Alabama, contact Soap Gems by Jackson and Grace. The owner is Miss Jennifer Jackson. Contact number 251-369-1344. Or go to Facebook. Type in Jennifer 1N Jackson, or or Charlie's Angels. There's several items like bombshells, chance of a lifetime, lover, straight savage, manpower, milk lotion, and calming lavender sea soap. So please check it out. Again, that number is 251-369-1344. So Tim by Jackson and Grace.
Soap Gems by Jackson and Grace. It's Jennifer Jackson. Go to Facebook, type in Jennifer Jackson with one N, Charlie Angel, or give her a call and her team at 251-369-1344. The best perfume and scent smells in South Central Alabama. So check her out. That's Jennifer Jackson, Soap Gems by Jackson and Grace. How do we practice empathy? I've given you information about the meaning, the importance of it, where you can see it, how it reacts, how it responds, how you practice empathy in a relationship. Here's a few steps to developing empathy in your relationship. Step 1, listen hard, ask thoughtful questions. That's a listening, active listening skill. Great for communication. Next thing is to develop empathy, you first have to learn really to listen, because the person that going through some challenges and some struggles need to be able to share their thoughts. Listen hard, ask thoughtful questions. Connect with the feeling, not the situation. Connect with the feeling, not the situation. Share your own feelings. Share your own feelings. Let them know that you're empathetic about what they're going through. The last one is practice makes perfect. You have to practice on these skills, or practice on these things so you can understand how empathy works in a relationship. Now, we know in a relationship, there's going to be some times when you need to fix the lack of empathy in a relationship. And you need to know how to do it. And if you want to know how to deal with the lack of empathy in a relationship, these are some things that allow you to fix the lack of empathy in a relationship. Express your messages clear. Express that message clear. Empathize with yourself. Understand that your partner is different. Help your partner. Show empathy around your partner. Strengthen your relationship with others. Pay attention to your partner. These are some things that are so important when you see the lack of empathy and how you can fix the lack of empathy. Express your message clear. Empathize with yourself. Understand that your partner is different. Help your partner. They're going through, help them. Show empathy around your partner. Strengthen your relationship with others. Pay attention to your partner. Let's give a shout out to our next sponsor. And truly, God has blessed us with this young lady. She does an awesome job. And I'm always glad to be able to play her advertisement because she's doing some super great things in what you're doing. That's Lena Payton Webb, Blue Impressions Publishing.
To share your inspiring story with the world, look no further than Blue Impressions Publishing, the premier publishing company that specializes in creating meaningful and impactful books and journals. Blue Impressions Publishing is veteran-owned by author comprehensive services to bring your vision to life. Their mission is to empower writers, mental health professionals, consultants, coaches, and spiritual leaders to make a positive impact through their publications. Not only do they publish your words, they give you the strategy to be a successful author and earn an additional source of income. So whether you're an aspiring author or a seasoned writer, Blue Impressions Publishing is the publishing company for you. Don't let your story go untold. Visit the website today, yourartisticexpressions.com. You can also call 833-951-2665 to learn more about their services and to get started on your publishing journey. Blue Impressions Publishing, where inspiring stories leave a lasting impression.
My. See, it's awesome coming before you and talking about Blue Impression Publishing with Lena Payton Webb. You can give her a call, and that's 833-951-2665, or go to Facebook, type in Lena Payton Webb, Blue Impression Publishing. If you have a story you want to publish, print a coloring book that you devised and you created. If you want to do a memoir, you want to make sure they're published, you can go through Blue Impression Publishing. And give Lena a shout. She remembers Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, doing some awesome things. Thank you so much, Sarah Webb, and the things you're doing. How to foster relationship empathy. Our title was How to Foster Relationship Empathy. See, empathy is a key component of building a relationship. It's just like communication. It's just like commitment. It's just like compassion. It's just like truth. It's just like honesty. All of this is important to building a strong relationship. And this is how you can foster. These are ways to foster relationship empathy. First of all, active listening. Listen to understand, not just respond. I think sometimes we have some challenges with that. Once you be a part of the show by calling in, the call-in number is 347-857-4192. Press 1. Make sure I get you on the line by identifying the last 4 digits of your cell. Ask for your location. Then you can chat with Dr. Lois D. Smith as we talk about how to foster empathy in a relationship. You're on WVSW Radio, the number one internet station. We're excited. We're in 45 countries. We're heard in 45 countries and on 6 continents. We truly thank each and every one of you all. Give a shout out to Joseph Blue that's joining us. Thank you, Joseph. Williams Mary, thank you so much. Shantae, thank you for taking time. Chester Harrison, Tiffany Hickman, thank you so much. Carr Simmons, thank you, 72. Paulette Simpson, Michael Chase. Also, shout out to Yvette. Yvette Smith, Smoke. Come on, give me a shout out. Maria Flores, thank you. We have Joner. You say Joner Ursel. Thank you so much. As well as this is SS8U Geraldine. Thank you so much. This is Deborah. I'm going to say D-Roy Bradford, thank you. Esther, thank you. Anthony Cotton, thank you so much. And Donna Hinda, thank you. Rebecca, thank you. Sabrina Pearson, we have Felicia, thank you so much. We also have Terry, thank you so much. Merlin, Deborah, Catherine, Thank you so much. Bar 661960, Russell Brown, Whiteout, LSC, I am Christy _ 97762. Thank you so much. CR 19839. Thank you. User John, thank you so much. Angela Coker, thank you. Yaya, thank you so much. Popo, thank you so much. Derry Brooks, Sharon Riley, thank you so much. D. Ben, thank you so much. Twin Life, thank you so much for joining. And as we get ready to close it out, we was talking about fostering. Being an active listener would be number one. Acknowledging emotions. This can help you understand your partner's position and why they feel that way. Ask questions. It shows that you're interested in what your partner has to say and want to know more. Put yourself in their shoes. Build self-care routine. Practice self-care regularly. Can help you become more balanced and understanding. Pay attention to your nonverbal cues. In addition to listening to your partner word, pay attention to how they're expressing themselves. Give feedback. This can show your partner you're trying to understand them. Defer judgment. Try not to immediately share your opinion. Listen and use your active listening skill. Measure your response because you have to show empathy. And as we move forward, we want to give a shout out to L&T Starworth Launch Service. You're on WVSW Radio, the #1 internet station. We're the interactive, proactive advocate of your thoughts and you sharing your ideas. Thank you so much for being supported. We have L&T Starworth Launch Service. Mr. Anthony Starworth, L&T Starworth Launch Service, the best manicure expert in South Central Alabama. As I said, the manicure expert in South Central Alabama. If you need property, something moves off your property, you can come in, but you can go to Facebook, type in Anthony Starworth, DM, and let him know what you need, or give him a call at 334-300-7401. And our final thoughts here, and I want you to just kind of keep this in mind, is when we're talking about empathy, it's important to focus on building, developing, and fostering empathy in your relationship. And if you do that, you can implement the 7 keys in the acronym of empathy using E, which is eye contact. M, muscles of the facial expression. P, posture. A, affect. T, tone of voice. H, hearing the whole person. And the Y, the ends of empathy, is your response. Look at each one of those things you ought to be doing before you respond. You got to make sure you have eye contact, make sure you're active listening. Don't give a whole lot of facial expression. Have good posture. Don't be slumped down. Don't be leaning to the side. Don't be in a position like you don't care. You got to be affection about what you're doing and how you feel about that person. The tone is making sure you're listening first and you're keeping that on, because if you listen Take time to hear what they have to say. Your response won't be where you get excited. So your tone matters. Hearing the whole person, making sure you take time to see how their posture is, see how their expressions are. Listen to what they're saying. That way you can give a response that's beneficial for you and your relationship. Man, I tell you, it's been awesome sharing some things with you all today. As we get ready to close out, we want to make sure we give a shout out to those brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Zeta Phi Sigma chapter of Greenville, Alabama, because they're doing some awesome things down there. Keep doing what you're doing, my brothers. I am Dr. Lorenz Lee Smith, the host of Our Voice. It's the grassroots perspective as we look at the needs of individuals at the local level. We're glad to be here. We're glad to support. There are some other people joining. Let me give a shout out to some of those other people that join us. Martha Baxter Wood. Thank you, Martha, so much for joining us. Really, really thank you. We have Andrea Eden, Latoria Boston. Give me a thumb up. You got Rose Level 4. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a like. I need a like from each one of you all. Renew you, it's your time. Renew you, it's your time. Give a shout out to that group. Kai.Lachey, thank you. Give me a thumbs up. Terry, thank you so much for being here. Dorothy M. Russell Brown. A few others that I called out earlier. I want to give them a shout out. Sharon Riley Dowling, thank you so much. D. Benjamin, thank you. We also have Irvin, Mr. Silk Semnon, thank you. Debbie Snow, thank you for taking time to be here and be part of this right here. Cadillac, thank you. 62, thank you. Charlene, thank you. We also glad to have Curtis. Thank you for being here and being a part. Cotton, thank you for taking time. Gigi, thank you. David, Orlando, Dola, Ara, and Ara, XO Love, thank you so much. 3, thank you so much. Shigakshan, thank you so much. I need you to send some likes. Mary, thank you so much. Egbert Riley, thank you so much. Aura, thank you. Mama Love, James Cook, River Franchicha. We have Gerald, thank you so much. My Way Mitch, thank you so much. Jane Pace, thank each and every one of you all for being here and sharing with us. As we get ready to close out, tomorrow we have You Need to Know. That's scheduled on Wednesday at 5 o'clock. We will do our best to make sure we get that and make that do. We're going to still talk about another component of the relationship characteristic. So be prepared. Have an awesome rest of the evening. It's always good to be here with you. God is so good. He has blessed us to come this far. And I'm truly thankful that He blessed me to be here to share this with you. Because God is so good. He's awesome. And I'm so happy that He blessed me. Brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, Zeta Phi Sigma chapter of Greenville, Alabama. We're so glad to have you. I'm so excited. I want to give a shout out to the brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity. But when we close out, we want to let you know that we love you all from our heart. And we truly thank you for taking time to be back. Put a like in there. I need a heart, our badge. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We need to make it do what we need to do so we can continue on. September 27th of this year will be our 7th-year anniversary. And we're glad God has blessed you. Have an awesome rest of the evening. Be safe, be blessed. And I want to tell y'all from my heart, I love you, and there's a thing you can do about it.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.